Hello, Soul Tribe, my spiritual warriors, little earth angels. Welcome to our channel, Spiritual Guidance 1111. Yes, I made it to Memphis. In fact, we got to Memphis this morning. It is 10:36 as we speak, p.m. in Memphis. And I got to Memphis this morning at 4 a.m. and we've been busy helping another folk boat. In fact, it's my little brother's boat. We're helping him load barges. And this afternoon he came, drank coffee, visited with me. So I really couldn't do a reading. So that being said, we're going to do it now. Those that are new, please stay with us a while, and I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Even if you just pop in to view and then you go on about your business, I appreciate it. But I would hope that you stay with us a while and enjoy the reading that we're saying. We're going to use the tarot deck. Yes, candle spell. Tarot deck. Wow. No, I'm sorry. Classic. It says classic. Let's see, candle. I never used this deck before. We're gonna try it again. We'll try this one. It's a new deck. So anyway. I did pray over those that subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. We have went over 1,000 on subscriptions. I think I'm at like 1,010 subscriptions. And we are going to monetize. In fact, I'm gonna work on it tonight. See how get the process started, and hopefully we can get it in the works. I'm shuffling the cards. Oh yeah, those that like, share, subscribe, like, share, comment, email, Spiritual Guidance Channel. I have a couple. Jay, Kitty, I got yours. I appreciate you clarifying all of that for me. I thought I did answer that, but possibly I didn't. It just might be just a figment of my imagination. And I got a good one. Anyway, yes, Spiritual Guidance Channel at gmail.com. Use it. I did pray over the cards. I asked the Holy Spirit to bless this reading, give me a message to deliver to my collective, and hopefully pertain to you, not some toxic shit that we've been dealing with for a long time now. I'm going to cut the cards, and we're going to, with the tarot deck, I'm going to do a pyramid spread. I mean a diamond spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to use retros. What's the karma? This is a cute little deck. Very, very cute. We're gonna pull 3 cards. I just want to pull 3 cards and see where. Give us like the energy of what we're looking at. It might give us a heads up. And I love the cards, so, and she is a good friend of mine, Candace Thomas, also known, aka Retro Terra. Yes, indeed. And I have others. I have Luna Faye, that would be Melissa, Share, Peace, and Love. Girl, yes, Share does live. She's so funny. She's so funny. If you donate, she does answers a question, and let me yes, she answers a question, and it's awesome. Look her up. Share, Peace, and Love. And Auntie, my good friend. She's my cousin. Yes, Tam. Enlightened Auntie. She's also known as Enlightened Auntie on YouTube. Look her up. She's also on TikTok. And get you a cup of coffee and let's enjoy us a little time together. You see this? I can't deal with that. That collar done rolled up on me. Y'all know I'm OCD about that. Get you a cup of coffee. Let's pull 3 cards from Peace, enlightenment, and serenity. Just pulled 3. Friendship. I like this. Some good cards right here. I ain't got no toxicity here at all. Happy, peace, enlightenment, serenity, friendship, and happiness. Perhaps I think that someone here may have a friend that they found peace in. It's a new friendship. You're happy. I can see that. Yes, accomplishing dreams on the bottom of the deck. Accomplishing dreams. I think that there is a dream that you. I think there's a dream that you have, a fantasy, something that you have always wanted to do, and I think you're doing it. And it does have something to do with a friendship. There's a friendship here that is making you very, very happy, and there's a lot of peace and enlightenment in this relationship in your life right now. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and start with Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're blessed. That's a good spread so far. You got peace, friendship, happiness, and joy, and bliss, and a blessing. Yes. I see maybe, but it don't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be a material blessing. It could be a emotional blessing, just living your life. Some people, they concentrate just on, I'm being blessed with material, but sometimes there's a bigger blessing in just peace of mind. Yeah. Let's see. Ace of Cups. First card out. And these cards were all put in the upright. If they come out in reverse, I do take them in reverse. 2 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of emotion right here already. Out the box. Out the box. There's a lot of emotion here. Yeah. Water energy. A lot of water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Queen of Wands. I think this is someone else. This is not you. Queen of Wands. This is it's the other person card. Whoever this is very, very emotional. And they're emotional about a choice they made. They're emotional about a decision that was done. And yeah. Either they took that cup from someone, or meaning there's a breakup perhaps that's in, and it already happened, or someone took that cup from them. Let's see what else we have. Ace of Swords. You have 2 aces on the table. Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity here. Blessings. Got three swords. I mean, 3 aces on the table. I'm sorry, they got one on the bottom of the deck. Ace on the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of blessing here, and they're all in the upright. Yeah. Ace of Swords. Oh, 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords could be talking. It could be words. There's someone that's perhaps talking to someone else. 3 of Pentacles. They're perhaps talking with friends. I'm getting about memories. 6 of Cups. Man, I got a lot of emotion here. I'm getting some tears. A lot of emotion. If someone's talking to possibly friends or family, they know, someone they know, and it's some memories, it's nostalgia, it's something that they're thinking about someone else. And it's this Queen of Cups energy. I mean, Queen of Wands, I'm sorry, not Queen of Cups. Yeah. The Tower in the upright. It lands on top of the Ace of Swords. So, There's major changes going on in someone's life. It could be maybe that's what they're telling someone. Maybe that's what they're talking about. That there's a lot of the chariot, the tower, and the chariot. Maybe someone's car is broken, or they having issues with a car, or there's something to do with a car. There's a change, perhaps, some chaos with a vehicle. And when I say chaos, it's all I mean is it could be financial difficulties with a vehicle. Don't have to be mechanical. It could be financial chaos, financial change with the vehicle. Maybe because at the tower there's could be struggling. It could also be action. We'll see what the next card is. Action. No, it's something about the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. It don't have to be a vehicle, but it is an action card. It's like someone put themselves, because of something that they said, perhaps, but it's also something that they did. There's some issues here about the past. There's some issues here that they're talking to someone about the past, something that they did or said, and it's some chaos here, major freaking chaos. And the action here is, I'm telling you, I'm getting there. They may have had an issue with the vehicle. And then you have the Four of Cups. It's secrets, the moon. There's something hidden in the dark. There's something dark here. I'm not sure what it is. There is a dark, there's something is secret that is not the moon and the upright. A lot of cups, bruh. They got some emotions here. The Five of Cups in the upright. Ooh, it lands on top of the tower. Someone is in some major regret about something that they did, an action that was taken. Something that they did, perhaps, or said, because the Ace of Swords is here. The Ace of Swords is words. They said some things maybe they shouldn't have said, and that's what they're talking about. And they're remembering. There's history. There's nostalgia, memories. There's something here about, man, I'm getting stubbornness. There's someone that was stubborn because of the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Regret, and someone is struggling their ass off. It lands on top of the tower and the chariot. Someone is struggling their ass off here. For what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I ain't getting that. But undoubtedly, there's some serious, I'm getting a financial situation that they're trying to figure out. There's some regret, perhaps, on something they wish they hadn't have done. It could be buying a vehicle, a buyer's remorse, buyer's regret. It could be something like that. Someone who, like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. The Devil in the upright. This is the hub card. Oh my God. Today, earlier this morning, I think it was earlier this morning, I can't remember when, but I was playing with my cards, just, kind of getting because I was in Vicksburg, and I told y'all I would be here Sunday, which is Sunday, still Sunday. I would be in Memphis Sunday, okay? So on the way up, sometimes I just play with my cards to see what the energy is. Today, I pulled two cards, and it was the Four of Cups and the Devil. And I put that on TikTok, in fact. Four of Cups and the Devil. And I was like, man, I'm getting and it's still here. The Four of Cups, the Devil lands on top of the Four of Cups again. There's some kind of jealousy here. There's regret, remorse. and some kind of loss. There's a serious loss here, and there's a struggle that's going on. So I think it's a monetary struggle, something monetary. It could be health, but I'm getting more. It's monetary. It could involve health. It could involve bad health, and then the devil comes into play, and it lands on top of the Four of Cups. And when that happens, in this placement also, it is interpreted as envious, jealousy, stubbornness, ego. I'm talking about crippling ego. When I say crippling ego, I'm talking about this is a connection destroying ego. Someone was on an ego trip that they couldn't get off of. It was like a freaking high, and it was encouraged because it's right here, Three of Pentacles. It was encouraged by someone else. There's meaning that you lost a connection here. Undoubtedly, there's a connection that was lost, but it's okay with you because you have accomplishing dreams up here. You have peace and enlightenment, and you live in your life. This did not. I mean, it hurt you. Don't get me wrong. That it hurt. It hurt you, but it didn't stop you, and you didn't sit there and dwell on it. You have friendship. There's new friends that are coming into play in your life. Happiness, bliss, and joy. So that what that's telling me is this is you up here, and you okay. You're okay. This wasn't a emotional debilitating situation for you. You didn't have to go to no shrink. You just said, okay, this is what you want. That's fine with me. But someone here made a really bad mistake, big time. And it's amazing. These two cards come out again together. Three of Cups in reverse. This is, guess what? Third party situation. Lands right next to the devil. Yeah. Yeah. And the moon lands on top. That's some. I'm telling you, there is a secret here. There's something in the dark. Maybe you know, but this is not like out in the open. But maybe you know that whatever this is involving this third party situation, this freaking fruitcake. And I'm getting that this ain't happening no more. This is over with. Whoever this was, it's a was. This is but this third party was giving to this Queen of Wands. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, they were giving to that Queen of Wands. They got hemmed up in a situation, caught up in the moment. The devil. Yeah, they got caught up in the moment, and they made a huge mistake. When I'm telling you, a huge mistake. Just the Taurus, big time energy, big lot of earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah. But there's more emotion here than anything else. Man, there's something to do, I think, with transportation. Bothering me. Just bothering me. And someone was giving to whoever this is. There was a lot. It's like a manipulation. It's like someone was using someone else. I'm not saying you, but they started using. They could have used you until you had an ass full and you said, this is over. The Empress in the upright. That's you. This is you. The Empress is you. It definitely ain't. It's not them. Regret. Five of Pentacles. And lands on top of the Empress. Lands on top. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is Empress. Two of Wands. It's like you made a decision. And the Two of Wands is like you had two choices. You had two paths that you were going, two journeys. It's like the first step. The Two of Wands is sort of like, you see, in tarot, you start off with the Fool, and the Fool The next one goes to magician, blah blah, and continues on. Then you get to the suits. Your suits, the swords, the wands, the cups. You got your suits, and the two. Which each suit you have an ace, and that ace is in the upright is a blessing. God is blessing you. Source, universe, creator is blessing you with something. Okay. Then the next one after that is your first step. That's on the two. You're going to take that step onto that path. Here is the 10 of Wands reversed. What that's telling me here is you decided to release whatever burdens you had when it came to this right here. Not saying everything, but things got better quickly for you. Whatever took place here to now, let's say this is something that happened into the present time, you could be still carrying some residual weight financially, emotionally. You could have some triggers that happen to you seldom, not often, no more. For a long time, this was like weighing on you really heavy. Perhaps even financially, this was a serious burden that you had to carry that I think this person may have put you in. Or you put yourself in. Let's blame ourselves. Let's not blame somebody else. You made a choice to do it, so it's you. Well, maybe you paid some things off, whatever the case is, but you releasing some burdens. You're letting things go. You're working hard. You're being very creative. The Eight of Pentacles is extremely creative. You're doing something that is paying off, put it that way. And it doesn't have to be monetary. It can be spiritual. It can be a number of things, emotional. You could be going work out in the gym and you're getting all cut up and looking at, you're like, damn, sunshine, you look good, girlfriend. Shout. The Three of Wands. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to. Hold up. Let's see one more. The Strength card, Major Arcana, Strength card. A while ago, when I was talking about the 10 of Wands in reverse, it's like a release of burdens, a release of troubles, or could be a release of a lot of things. Okay, and then you have the Three of Wands in the upright, and it's like you turn your back on things that, and that's what I'm seeing right here. You turn your back on things that weren't working for you. Things weren't giving you peace. Things weren't, and you had the strength. The Strength card comes out. You had the strength to turn your back and walk away from all of it, and you gave it all up. And you said, you know what? God, give me the strength. They have the infinity symbol here, which is infinity is a symbol of spirituality. The Strength card also can imply within Tara as control. You took control of a situation. As you can see, she takes control of this Empress. She takes control of this line. And she's like, this card reminds me of Stoicism. It's like, you shut your mouth. It's like she's closing that mouth on that line. She shut your mouth, don't talk. Yourself, self-control. Don't say nothing. You just turn your back, walk away, and move on. And I think that's what you, in most of my collective, that's what happened. You may have said some things. You may have you're going to regret this. And you went on about your business. And you started working hard at what you had to do. Now, I'm not saying this wasn't painful. This was excruciating to some of you. This was like heart-wrenching. The Seven of Cups. Again, some more cups. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you turned your back. Three of Wands, you turned your back. You walked away in happiness and bliss, and you were enlightened. And there's a lot of things that you are doing now. There's a lot of things that before you were blinded, you had blinders on, and you was focused on just maybe a couple of things. And when you took control of the situation or control over your life, and you took a step back, you stepped away from one tree, you began to see the forest. 7 of Cups. There's a lot of options out there, including friendships, money, pentacles, emotional stability. There's a lot of things that you noticed maybe that you were missing before, that whatever this here is what caused it. You were so concentrated on a priority that you didn't see nothing else around you. And once this priority chose a third party, and that's what they did, they could say what the hell they want, let them. You don't care about that. They did. They chose a third party fruitcake nut job that started giving to them. I think they were giving to them prior, while they were with you. This person maybe got infatuated, possibly even in love with another situation. And they began to pull back away from you. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. 7 and 3. It's 10. Yeah, you see 7 and 3. 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands. That's 10. And we got the 10 that lands right here on top of on top of, not even close proximity. It's like on top of the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Something, it's over. There's something that is done that is not going to get restarted, that is not going to ever be the same again. The Strength card is here, which means someone took control of the situation, and it's just, there's a serious amount of regret. But this is you. Everything after the Empress is you. It may be in relation to something else or a situation, but this is all about you. Enlightenment, peace, friendship. You made some friends. You have one, I'm gonna tell you, there is one, you have a really good friend. Somewhere's in here, in this mix, you have a really good friend. Mm-hmm. The Hangman in the upright. Yeah. Again, the Hangman, every time I see the Hangman, I think of St. Peter. Jesus' disciple, the apostle, St. Peter, and how he didn't want to be hung like Jesus was on the cross. He wanted to be hung upside down. And in a sense, St. Peter took control of, and I look at this card as, again, control. It lands on top of the Strength card. It can mean in some, there's different interpretations, of course, and depends on the spread. It can mean stuck, it can mean, but yes, in this situation right here, I often interpret it where it's placed at right now as they're controlling the situation. You're controlling the situation. Someone lost control of whatever happened. They lost control, and the Hangman is a sense of it can mean like I'm volunteering to do this. This is something I want to do. I'm not being forced to do this. It's a situation where I'm controlling my own destiny. I'm controlling my own execution. It's all up to me. It's not up to thee. See? 8 of Cups, abandoned. Yeah. Someone walked away again. There's someone that made a choice, and they control the situation by saying, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. But however this works out, I know that God is in my favor. I'm protected, and things is just going to work out for me. Now, I don't know about the other person. I don't even know if you're concerned about that, but because they damn sure weren't concerned about you. This person had zero care when it came to you. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment in the upright. That is our cap card. Nine of Cups in the upright. Wish fulfillment. On the bottom of the deck, like I said, we have the Ace of Pentacles. You are blessed, or you're being blessed. And it don't have to be pentacles. It can be cups. It can be emotions. You are blessed. Stability. You have be blessed with wisdom. The Lovers. Ooh, end of a cycle. Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. It could be this friend, though, because it's in the upright. It could be that friend. It could, the Lovers could be someone else. It's not this person. It could be someone else, because it follows the blessing. It follows the Ace of Pentacles, meaning that God's giving you someone else in place of, I'm going to give you someone better. Wheel of Fortune. And it could be a number of things. This blessing could be, the Lovers could be a choice you made. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be, but it could just be a choice you made. God blessed you. Whatever the choice you made, could be a job. Wheel of Fortune. It could be a job, a position, a decision. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I hope you enjoyed the spread. I hope you enjoyed our little reading. Let's look at a couple of emails that I have. There's one I missed from Jay and Kitty. Sent me a comment, and I responded. I didn't, I thought I had, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought I had, but obviously I didn't. It says, hello, Captain. This is the question that I asked that was going to be answered in your video before the channel was compromised. The question is about the dream interpretation you just did on your last video titled Spiritual Warriors. You are staying on the sidewalk where it's safe due to past trauma. But, okay. But you are a light. In the video, a woman talked about a dream she had last year. I had a dream about my twin flame female ex. In the dream, there was me, God, in the middle, and my twin flame by his side. God was huge. But funny enough, I couldn't see his face. Just like it says in the bottom, God is showing my ex when she was a teenager. So before she turned 18. She was getting dressed rather provocatively and talking to some stranger online. This man was easily 10 years older. They met up at his parents' place, and she did the deed with a complete stranger with no forms of protection. While God is showing me this about her, and this is kind of, it can be similar to what's called astral projection, not astral projection. She was she has her hands on her face in complete shame, and she couldn't even look at me. I'm assuming that this is, yes, this is the woman that he's talking about, his ex. Okay. This keeps going. She meets up with strange men. Some of them are married with children, but she does not care at the moment. There's something, this is a very, very, promiscuous person right here. My goodness, there's something about her expression where she's almost proud of potentially ruining a family. Not the cheating man, not that the cheating man doesn't bear the brunt of the blame. It wasn't just men. She was involved with several women, and she was part of a coven that she publicly admitted to being part of. Lots of drugs involved.
Hey, Zach,
And
you out there?
Hold on just a second. I apologize. There was some distraction. Oh, anyway, lots of drugs involved and witchcraft too. The entire time, my twin flame didn't say a thing. She was too ashamed to talk and just wanted this exposure to end. Okay, in this situation right here, there's a lot of things that were hidden. The moon card, secrets. She's very, very promiscuous with other men, and even with some ladies in those type of relationships. Some drugs, And yes, and possibly a lot of you could relate to this. A lot of temptation right here. Whew, a lot. Why would God show me something like this? I never asked God to show me any of this. This was only dream I've ever had with God directly showing me himself in it. To be honest, I already knew about her extreme promiscuous past, the drugs, witchcraft, and don't want anything to do with my twin flame. We haven't talked in 15 years. I can feel your pain on that, Hoss. Last time I saw her was last year when she was stalking me at my job. I didn't even recognize her since it's been a long time. Can you tell me what the point of the dream of God sending me this? Sorry for the weird text. Thank you for all you do, Captain. You don't know how much you do for those of us in the collective. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you when especially when you let me put this right here so my papers don't fly. Especially when it's different when you pray for clarity than if you don't pray at all. When it comes to God giving you a dream and there's nothing behind it, I mean there's no request. It's intervention, it's protection. God is intervening and he's saying, listen, this is what I want to show you. There's something here. It's kind of like an awakening when you're a twin flame, when you awaken to the fact that you are a twin, you have no clue. But God uploads that into your brain, into your subconsciousness, and you dream that in some situation you may have a deja vu. It's a intervention. It's God intervenes and he says, I need to show you this. And another thing, a warning, it's protection. This is something that is by design because it's divinely orchestrated. This is something that God, and especially when it comes to being a twin, that you are connected. You are connected to Source. So, and yeah, the witchcraft part of it, I don't know that, I can't remember. I think you said, yeah, you knew about it. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't want everybody to think that witchcraft is all bad, okay? There's some good witches out there. A lot of witches lost their lives because of ignorance, stupidity back in the day. So we need to be careful when we become judgmental of witches. And the only reason I'm saying that is Kitty, it's not she could have been a dark witch, and I believe me, I know intuition wise. Also I know because I recognize, I see there's some that they dabble. They're not true witches, but they dabble in the arts of candle burning, situations like that. They try to play with spells, but they really don't know what they're doing. They're just dabbling with it. Also, one other thing, this could be a call for you to focus on yourself, to show you what's going on in your twin's life, and for you to focus on yourself, to say, listen, stop, because there's always a magnetic pull towards your twin, regardless of 15 years or not. There's always a magnetic pull towards that. You're always connected to that twin. And it doesn't matter if they go in this situation, they go toxic or karmic. And the only reason you say karmic is because they're teaching you lessons and you're learning lessons as you progress on your journey. That's all that shit means. It doesn't mean, the toxic part of it is not good. But so, Jan, I hope I answered your question when it comes to that. I guess we all thank God that you are connected, and thank God that He did give you that Let's see. I hope you enjoyed the. Thank you for the text too, and thank you for coming back to me with it. I apologize. I really do. I didn't mean for that to happen. It just got caught up between here and there, and in between. It got stuck in the. Yeah, dear Captain, I hate snakes. Is the subject. I hate snakes. Dear Captain, I'm writing you because I'm currently facing a very difficult situation with my 11-year-old son, and would deeply value your guidance on how to move forward. Lately he has been experiencing significant behavior problems. I can about imagine. This reached a peak a few weeks ago when he brought home a python and a complete snake habitat, which were given to him by my ex-partner. My ex and I had a very volatile breakup. While I currently have custody and receive child support, my ex has a history of manipulative, abusive, and narcissistic behavior. Damn. When I informed my son that the snake needed to be returned to the store or given back to his father for him to return it where he bought it, he responded with a major tantrum, using profanity towards me and verbally abusing me. Oh, I would never have that shit. Oh, hell no. He claimed that the breakup was not his father's fault, and he told me, Dad is right about you. Oh, really? Oh, you little turd. Let's talk about this. Yeah. I feel as though I am losing my connection with my son, and I am unsure of the best way to intervene. Given your experience, how would you recommend handling a situation involving this kind of manipulation? And you said it right. You said it exactly right. Your partner, your ex, is still manipulating the situation. This cat is still, man, this kind of manipulation and behavior defiance. I would sincerely appreciate any advice or perspective you can provide. Thank you for your time and your help. Help, Crystal, L, as in Lima. Crystal. This is what I want you to do. That's your son. You have custody. Yeah, and shit is getting out of control big time. With the help of your ex, getting out of control big time. Yeah. You call up, I'm not sure where you live at, but you call up, search, Google, whatever, snake rehabilitation rescue. And they're going to come and pick that snake up and the habitat, and they're going to bring that to a zoo, a reptilian, whatever. And they're going to take that for free. Take that shit out of here. But you do it when your son's not around. Do it when your son's not around. Like he's either in school or somewhere. Call him and you tell him, come get this shit. Go and get some chicken breast, and you cut that chicken breast up in some strips, and you chicken fry that with some French fries, onion rings, whatever you want to do. You cook, you chicken fry that, and you invite your ex-husband over too to come eat. Come eat, bro. We need to talk about something. And you serve him, and you say, "Listen, I took care of the snake situation." Yeah, don't worry about the snake situation. I took care of it. I didn't want that snake here. And so, they like, yeah. So you know what they say? Snake tastes like chicken. Yeah, I guarantee you they're gonna get my heart attack. They're like, oh shit, mama cooked a snake. Yeah. Don't even play with that. This is nothing but an ex manipulating the situation, turning your son against you whichever way possible. He got 1 year left before this child in most states can go live with him. He can decide, I want to go live with daddy, because daddy gonna let me have whatever I want. He gonna let me have a snake and all of that. And eventually the snake gonna get big enough he gonna eat the son. So, yeah, stupid. Yeah, don't put up with that bullshit, especially the abusive part from a child. You ain't got to, you don't have to, I don't believe in beating a child, but you wrap your hand around his neck and you pin his ass to a wall and you say, let me explain something to you, bro. Leave the E off of it. Let me explain something to you right now. Yeah. My house, my rules. Okay? Now they're going to use this against you because they know that you love this child. He knows that you would do anything in the world to hold on to that child because you love your child. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another form of manipulation. So they're going to use that against you. So the son is going to learn the manipulative tactics very early in life. He's learning them now. You gotta cut that. You gotta cut the head of the snake off. You have to. You ain't got no choice. Or your son's gonna go live with his father. And that should. Let me tell you something. Do not allow that. When it comes to that, they're going to make you capitulate to whatever they want. That's another form of manipulation. They're going to be like, either you're going to let me or I'm going to live with my daddy. Go, shit, hit the road slick. Let me help you pack. Put all this shit in the trash bag. Get the hell. If it ain't good enough for you here, and if you're not happy here, then you go over there and you go live with your sperm donor. Mm-hmm. And I don't want you talking bad about his daddy in the front of him. You don't do that. Just like he throw that in your face. Daddy was right about you. No, daddy was wrong. Yeah, daddy was wrong. Daddy thought that he could manipulate the situation, but daddy is seriously wrong. Yeah. Anyway, the chicken stuff was a joke. Don't go and, but you could. I would. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Shit, I would cut spot. I'd do Cajun fry them chicken strips up good and be like, damn that. I tell you something. They say python wasn't that good to eat. This shit is like delicious. You little shit. Yeah, anyway, I hope that I helped you in one way or another, but there's going to be some hard choices you're going to have to make here, big time. And this is only going to get worse. This little 11-year-old is accelerating in his manipulative tactics, his mouthiness, profanity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would take everything from him. Take the mattress out the room too. I just leave my damn blanket and a sheet and a pillow in his room. Yeah, be like, everything in here is mine. You want something back? We're gonna have to work out a deal. You're gonna have to quit cussing. When you quit cussing, I'll give you mattress back. Mm-hmm. And continue with it. You wanna. Yeah, this is like a prisoner thing. You a prisoner right now. You a little convict, you little shit. If you want something back, you're gonna have to act right. You wanna be better, act better. It's one of those situations. That's what's wrong with the freaking world, man. These children, I'm scared to get old. And accelerating really quick for me, also. Yeah. So I bet it's probably gonna put me to sleep. They ain't gonna take care of me. They're just gonna put me to sleep like an old puppy. Old dog. Thank you, Crystal, for the email. I appreciate it, bro. Take control of that situation quickly. Is spirituality the same across the board? Brother Reed, I hope you're having a productive day. I am. I did. I am writing to you seeking your perspective and opinion on 2 questions regarding the nature of spirituality. First, I'm curious to know if you believe in spirituality is universal across different cultures, locations, and religion, or if it will vary significantly based on one's background. Secondly, I'm interested in your thoughts on whether a person can be both spiritual and maintain a religious-like devotion or structure regarding their spiritual practices. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on these topics and your time. I look forward to hearing. I'm gonna have to shut it down. I'm gonna cover this one on the next. Well, at least we know ahead of time what we're looking at. I'm gonna cover this one on the next reading we do because I'm running out of time, and time is a factor if I want to put it on TikTok. I know that some of you get a little shook up when I say that you shouldn't put time restraints on a reading. It's not the reading itself, it's the part of it that gets away from me like this. God loves you, source, universe, creator, all of it. Retro, Candace, my love, thank you for the cards. They are awesome. I enjoy reading them. And go to her, order the cards. And I love you, big. Never forget that. Peace out.